Starting out from school, I wanted to be a car customizer. And I couldn't find any other way, but I was what you call self-taught. The first thing I had to do was a 32 Ford. I put a set of cat-eye taillights on it, and I made $10. I said, oh, I'm going to be rich. I'm going to call it custom. But I used the word custom with a K, and then I said, wait a minute, if I'm going to be a customizer, I'm going to even change the word. I took the C and I threw it away, and I put a big K in there. K for customs. And that's how I started. From there on, I taught a lot of things. I got into a bunch of kids that liked cars. And then I went into my 36 Ford. For my 36 Ford, I chopped it, put full fadeaways on it, and made a Carson top. And when I finally graduated out of school, my brother went into the service. I jumped on the road, and down to Hollywood I went with my 36 Ford. And I'm driving down the street, and I'm looking at some people along the ways, and I rear-ended somebody. Into Jones Brothers Body Shop. I said, I want to fix my car. He said, go ahead, you can do whatever you want. But people liked what I was doing. So from there, it escalated. From the Joneses, I went into my own shop on Compton Boulevard. My brother got out of the service, and he'd come and join me, and we just started chopping tops, Frenching headlights, and doing many different things that expanded customizing. My brother joined me. We started the first chop jobs where he brought in a 49 Mercury. Boom, we whacked the top. Didn't even have 5 miles on it. We didn't even have the invoice signed at the dealership. I started a club called Customs of USA. And that was when all the guys were, with all the cars we had, were chopping the tops and doing the different things. And that's basically how I really started into the customizing. Well, basically when I started school, I wanted to learn customizing. So I went to the first school and I said I wanted to do customizing with metal. They put me in their metal class teaching me how to make drain pipes. I don't want to make drain pipes. Boom, I quit. Then I went to another school. I said I want to design and I want to make different cars. They had me in the art class making flowers. I quit. I don't want to do that. So they kicked me out of every school because I wanted cars. So I had to go and learn along the railroad tracks with the Jones Brothers body shops, where I had to be self-taught. There was no school that did customizing. A school took me in by the name of San Juan, and they took me in because I was a great athlete. I won a lot of awards, so they kept me in school. But to keep me in school, the teachers gave me cooking and sewing, and then I played around with my cars. From there on, it come time to get your diploma. My dear principal said to everybody, the students who are graduating, Charlie's going to be a great doctor, and Bill's going to be a great attorney, and George Barris, you're the least to ever succeed. Thank you, Mr. Jones. I'm very happy. Now, a year ago, they had their 80th anniversary. Who did they call to be accommodated with the governor and the mayor and everything? This student became world famous. That was in our school. So I went up there and I was happy to do it. I told them all the different stories and the celebrities did cars for. So I got up there on the podium and I says, now, would you do me one favor? He says, what's that, Mr. Barris? I said, could you please have the principal get me my diploma? I was what you call an illegal street dragger. That means I raced on the street in my car, and cops were always chasing us. They could never catch us because we were too smart and too fast. Movie industry loved it, loved it. They came to me and said, we would like to do film around what you were doing. So my first movie was High School Confidential with John Barrymore Jr. at MGM. And it was street dragging, starting out at Piccadilly Drive-In in Culver City. We would choose off guys. And if you wanted to race, you mean you race for pink slips. If you lost the race, you lost your car. So out on Sepulveda Highway we went. All of us run up there, everybody lined up, and all the cars and the music and dancing and everything. And two guys are down there coming up Sepulveda Boulevard, 100 miles an hour. And coming up the other way is 6 sets of red lights. Here comes the cops. They're chasing us one way, they're trying to go that way, and we're trying to go this way. So that was what excited the movie industry to go ahead, that we were able to go and make those many different things that made it exciting and made it a big part of the film industry that started many, many, many movies. We had a 5-point ruling. We didn't smoke, we didn't drink, we hated drugs. But we said, we got to leave ourselves two bad habits: cars and girls. So that was the fun thing we had. It was a great, great motivated start to do customizing throughout the whole Southern California. Whenever Easter week, we'd go out on the Balboa for the Easter weekend, where our custom car club would go down the boulevard and a parade. There would be maybe 10, 15 of our cars, and nobody but us. But as we're going through, if we see a girl, we'd look at them and pop the door, push button doors, and the door would pop up, and whee, in come the girl. By the time we got to the ballroom, I did the couple of cars for the guys that had the band. And we got to the parking lot, parked the cars, and here comes all these big guys. What are you guys doing with our girlfriends? I said, wait a minute. I mean, all we're coming here is to go do some swing dancing, da-da-da-da-da. But we had a little guy with us in our group. He was about this name, big, tall, I mean. And his name was Little Norty Oliver. And he says, the reason why we have your girlfriend is because you're ugly, you don't know how to take care of them, you know how to swing dance. And the guy looks down at this Little Norty Oliver. He says, hey, little punk, you're talking to me like that? And he's like a barracuda. Boom, 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 boom. And we stop. Wait a minute. Come on, you guys, let's go in. We'll swing dance. We'll have fun. We'll enjoy each other. And then you can have your girls whenever you want. We're only here to enjoy part of it. And that was some of the ways we used our custom cars to bring in the girls. The car show that they have here at the studio gives you an idea of how you are drawing people to know more about cars and wanting to enjoy cars and seeing what the young generation, the older generation, car associations, but it takes a car club like yours to be able to do that.